So now that that's done, the next step here, I actually turn that off, is to create the feathers and then add that in to the wing. So we're going to go back here, like behind the camera somewhere, and we're going to add a cube. You could probably name that feather. And then we're going to stretch that out to a big long stick. So S and Y to lock it to the Y-axis, and then you can just use S to scale. Make it a big long stick like that. Okay. Shade smooth. Now we're going to go into edit mode with tab, or you can go here. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I might have forgotten to. And then we're going to use Control R to loop cut, and then we're going to use the mouse wheel to add all these cuts here. Kind of just bring it up till it's like a square, like cubes, and then double click to finalize that. And then we're going to add a subdivision surface. Don't make it like super detailed because you're going to have like 100 of these. So you probably just do like 2. All right. Then we're gonna loop select with Alt click in the face selection mode, like that, and then Shift S, cursor to selected. Go out of edit mode, object, set origin to 3D cursor. That's important because that's like the base of the feather, and that's where it's supposed to come out. So okay, and then select this end with proportional editing turned on. S, expand it out like that. That's just to taper it, so it's not the same size the entire way. Then we're probably gonna have to move the origin again. You could probably do that. I think there's actually a hotkey for that, but I'm not entirely sure what it is, so I just do it like that. I think it's... I'm not sure. Okay, so apply subdivision. And then we're going to use the same skin material that we have for the base material. And then we're going to add the fur material, but we're going to duplicate it because it's going to have to look a little bit different. So now we're going to add another particle system here. This is going to be the feathers. We're going to do one for each side because trying to separate them in a single system is just impossible. So all the same things, set the material to fur. We're probably going to bring this down to, actually let's just pull that out. Oh, also you'll have to apply I forgot about that. You have to go to object, apply rotation and scale, otherwise the hair will not look right. Now you're probably going to bring this down to 500. This kind of thickness is probably fine. Might want to turn it up. B-spline, steps 5. Yeah, we're probably going to want to turn. So for the feather hair, probably want to turn that up a bit, like 2. It doesn't matter if it's this huge, by the way. It's going to be adjustable later. So 2 maybe? Yeah, 2 or 4. Yeah, 4 should be good. And then we're actually going to turn off closed tip. And then we're going to change that to like 1. And then children, same thing, interpolated. Probably, I think 10 should be just fine. Length, turn that down a bit. Don't need clumping or anything like that. So we're now going to go into particle edit mode. Gonna use Alt-Z for X-ray and sweep all of it. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm gonna sweep all of it to one side. So it's already starting to look a little bit like a feather. And I just kind of brush it out like that. And you can probably just do a bit like that for the back. All right, and then for the other side, same thing. We're going to add another particle system, feather. And then we're going to take the feather settings, duplicate, all the same stuff. You don't want to use the same one because in case you got to change it. Particle edit, and shape. Then you got a feather. Actually, I could probably change the length a little bit. So length tool, grow that feather. And same for the other side. There. Now we got a feather.